Hello and welcome to the Darkest Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be doing another Amazon review, and I want to review this bug zapper because I think it's got to be one of the best or top 5 products I have ever bought off Amazon. I mean, and that's saying a lot. I bought a lot of things off Amazon over the many years that I've done business with them. I would have to say this thing is a gem. If you don't have problems zapping bugs and you don't mind that kind of how you get rid of your bug problem, then this product is for you. I did not have to use any pesticides at all this year because what I try to do is years ago I changed to full organic on my property. So my chickens usually take care of a lot of the bugs that are in my gardens or around my house. And the chickens do a great job keeping the tick under control. So it's just really the flies, the mosquitoes, the moths, whatever else might fly into the house that I had to contend with, right? And in the past, what I'd do is these glue strips, those fly glue strips that you hang and the flies get on them and they get all nasty and the thing gets covered, and it's just a gross way of dealing with it. But for years and years and years, that's what I would do. Now, I'm not saying that my house is so disgusting that I got a million flies coming into it. We have our main door in my house is a sliding glass door. And as soon as you open that sliding glass door, whatever's flying around outside can fly into the house. Now, occasionally we open the windows. There's a few windows in my house that don't have screens, so the flies and mosquitoes will get in. Now, what I did is back in May, I purchased 2 of these bug zappers. Now, what's nice about it is it will charge just by using a USB charging port. You can plug it into your computer, or you can get one of the wall converters to plug it into the wall to charge it. But what's great about the zapper itself is it's got a battery backup. So if I want to go outside and sit on the deck or go out and get on one of the picnic tables and hang out there in the evening, I can just carry this out with me because it's got its own onboard battery. I would have to say it is effective. I would have all sorts of flies zinging around the house at any time during the summer with the fly strips, the glues, because you got to wait for them to get onto the glue strip. With this bug zapper, if you shut the lights off and it's the only thing in the room that's illuminating light, those flies within minutes suicide bomb this thing. And my wife jumps every once in a while when it zaps one of the bugs because it does make a loud sound. I mean, it's really loud. I mean, it's like almost like a corn popping kind of thing. With how loud it is, and it's quick. So you will have to contend with that noise when the bugs are getting zapped by this thing. But it does the moths, it does the mosquitoes, it does the gnats, it does everything, horse flies to everything. What I did with it is it gives you a little brush because this thing, every time it's got this internal mesh metal thing where the flies hit it and they get zapped, but then they stick to it. So eventually the thing gets clogged up. It gets full of these insects that cling to this mesh, this metal mesh. The outer blue caging that you see here on the picture is protecting you and children from the mesh. So kid can't get his fingers in there. You can't get your fingers in there. The flies can get in between because those blue, that's just plastic. That's protecting you from the element that zaps the bugs. What I did to clean the thing, and maybe this is up to you if you want to do it or not, I didn't use the brush. I just powered the thing on and unplugged it, and I let the battery die until it no longer shelled out any light. And obviously not plugged in, you just hit the on button, let it just burn itself out, the battery dead. Then what I did is I tipped it upside down, brought it to the kitchen sink, grabbed the sink sprayer, sprayed that thing out. All the bugs fall into the garbage disposal, I mean lots of them. I'd shake the water out of it, make sure all the water's out, and then I put it in a spot where it would dry for 2 days, just open air dry for a couple days. After doing that, I plugged it back in, plugged it in, turned it on, worked again just fine. And that's how I clean mine. And maybe that's not the suggested way of doing it. You know, that's how I do it. It's quick, it's easy. They give you the brush. If you want to try to use that little brush to do it, you can. There's a lot going, you know, there's a lot of bugs. I mean, I guess if you're cleaning it out weekly, maybe the brush will get it done. But I was running mine maybe a month before I was cleaning it. So, and I mean, it was packed of bugs. So this is recommend for me. This product is a recommend for me. Okay, so what it's saying is it will cover 1,500 square feet. It's got a battery. Obviously, I told you about that. The UV spectrum, it tells you that. And it's got a powerful grid that zaps those bugs. They ain't going to get away. They say it's waterproof, and that was one of the reasons why I'm saying that just turning it upside down so that the battery is up, because the battery is at the bottom of this thing, right? Turn it up and then spray it, and make sure you get, and then shake it out, and then make sure you get all the water out of it, and then put it back upright and let it dry out, and then plug it back in. You should be fine, because it is saying it is waterproof, safe and efficient. In the trap is effective at 360-degree angles. You don't need to use repellents. You don't need to use the bug zapper. You don't need to use the coils. Those coils are kind of, they remind me of the old drive-in theaters we used to go with a kid. You'd buy those coils and you'd burn them outside. You'd be on the blanket outside watching the movie on the drive-in, and you'd have one of these mosquito coils going. It was always really neat. Yeah, those coils are pretty cool. So it's saying that it does mosquitoes, flies, moths, gnats, wasps, bees. It does it all. And I wouldn't recommend running one of these gizmos outside unless you're out there with it and it's for flies and mosquitoes and moths purposes at night. I don't recommend getting this gizmo to kill bees. That's not a good thing to do. You know, you want to try to keep your bee population up. And we have a lot of flowers here on the property that attract bees. So when I'm running this thing, 99% of the time, it's in my house. So it's only killing the insects in my house. And I have brought it out at night, when I was out at night, to kill mosquitoes around me. And, you know, bees are not active at night. So, you know, there's that. Safe to use in your bedroom, backyard, parlor. All right. Let's see. Let's go down here to the reviews. Now, let me just show you this here, this picture. That's what I'm talking about. See all those bugs that are on the coil? Those are going to gimp the system out eventually, because no newer bugs won't be able to reach the coil to get zapped. So the bugs will just come to the light and fly away. So how I explained to you how I dealt with that by washing it. This is a clean version of it. These are the bugs, you know, they are showing you the bugs that it captured. Yeah, so they just they get zapped and they get glued to the coil. Yeah, you can see how dirty it is. So again, I found it easy to clean. And this is how bright it is at night. It's really bright. It's so bright that it gives you that blacklight, a Halloween blacklight effect, if you're wearing something that reflects that. On the battery, if it's plugged in directly to the wall, it's brighter. If you unplug it from the wall and use it off the battery, it's not as bright. All right, I think we've seen enough of that. Now, it obviously got 12% 1 stars. Not really sure what that's about, because I have found, like I said, this product, out of all the items that I have gotten off Amazon, this thing is a gem. Now, you compare it in pricing to the other units that are out there. I pulled the trigger on this thing back, what was it, March, I think it was? Let me just scroll back up, May. Back up in May, I pulled the trigger on it because it had a $20 coupon or something crazy. It was really a coupon that I couldn't say no to try the product. And I ended up buying 2 of these things because the coupon was so nice. The coupon for this one is 20% off. if you want to buy it today. It's a $30 product all day long. Oh, okay, it shows you right here. Okay, maybe here I'm trying to caution you to not run the water through it. And here on their page right here, I guess like we could have just come here, they're showing you how to do it. Now again, I did mine upside down and I hit it with the sprayer nozzle. That is with your sink, and then within 30 seconds I was done. All the bugs were in the garbage disposal, and I just had to wait for the thing to dry out just to make sure it was safe to plug back in. So it's a big recommend for me. I don't think there's anything really more. Like I was saying, it's real safe for kids. The kids are not going to get their fingers. Pets are not going to get in this thing. I mean, the bugs are going to get in there, and that's really, little fingers or beefy sausage fingers like mine are not obviously going to get into there, and you're not going to get hurt. All right, well, that's it, folks, and thank you for joining me, and this has been the Darkest Zone.